Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you may know, I am studying abroad and it's currently our finals week for our first term. Unlike finals week in America, where finals is the last thing you do before you go on winter break, in the UK it's the first thing you do when you get back from winter break. The idea behind that is that now you have all of break to study, but really that just means you don't end up actually having a break. Also, normally you take all your finals and then your reward for being done with finals is then you get to go on break and then do nothing for 3 weeks. But instead, when I'm done with finals, I just have to go back to class. So I hate this system. It makes no sense to me. Regardless, I have my first final in 2 days. Today's Wednesday, finals on Friday, and it's for my econometrics class. I've been studying for the past week, but I still feel so unprepared. I don't know why. I'm doing practice problems and I'm able to do it and everything makes sense, but at the same time I feel like nothing has actually absorbed in my brain, and then when it's time to actually take it, I feel like my mind is just gonna be blank. But anyways, in terms of studying, I have almost all of the content review done. I just have week 9 and week 10 left to do. So that's lectures 24 through 28, which I'm gonna go over today, go over the slides, do practice problems, and then redo my week 9 and week 10 problem set. So that's the plan for today. But yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along with me. I'm headed to the library. I'm gonna meet up with my friends who's also in metrics, and we're gonna go lock in. So I'm back in my dorm now from the library. I was there from 1 to 7, so 6 hours. And you know how I said I was gonna do week 9 and week 10? It ended up taking the whole time just to do week 9. That should not have happened. I was just so confused and nothing was making sense. And the worst part is I know that I'm gonna have to go over all of it again tomorrow, because when I did the practice problems and checked my answers, there were so many that I got wrong. And it wasn't just silly little mistakes, it was actual conceptual errors. So that's great. But yeah, I'm back in my room now and I'm gonna go get dinner and then do week 10. And I'm really hoping it doesn't take as long as week 9 did, because otherwise I'm gonna be up so late tonight and I'm literally already so exhausted. But I have to go over week 10 today. There's no other time. It needs to get done. So. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell, but I just had a whole breakdown because I think my iPad's broken because it won't charge. It's at 5% right now, and I'm trying to charge it, and I plug in the charger and it just doesn't even register it. But I know it's not the charger because if I plug in my phone charges. So it's not that. I've tried multiple chargers. I've tried my portable charger. Nothing's working. I've turned this off and restarted this maybe 5 different times. I force restarted it. I started freaking out because literally all of my notes and everything for the class is all in GoodNotes on my iPad, and because I'm out of iCloud storage, it doesn't automatically sync to my computer. So I went through and manually exported all of my notes and airdropped them to my computer. So now I have all my notes backed up at least, but I would still like to use my iPad obviously, but it's gonna die soon, 5%, and then it's just not gonna turn on because it won't charge. I've tried everything. I've restarted this so many times. I tried literally every charger I have. And then I got on call with my parents and I was like, what do I do? And my mom was telling me to maybe it's my charging port, and so she told me to clean it. So I got a toothpick, which is what people are saying to do. And I tried to clean the port, which I didn't think that was the issue, but it didn't change anything. It's still not charging. It's just so frustrating. But at least I have everything backed up, because if it died before I got to back up my notes, I already started crying and having a breakdown. But if I lost all my notes, oh my god, I don't even want to think about it. Anyways, I'm just gonna power this off because I don't want it to fully die, because then it'll never turn back on. But of course this would happen literally 2 days before my exam. That was my little breakdown. Oh, and I still haven't done week 10. So it is now Friday morning, 2 hours until my exam. I didn't end up filming yesterday because I was honestly just so stressed, but I took the 2 mock exams that my professor posted. The first one went really well and I was feeling really good and feeling really confident after it. But then the second one, it covered the 2 topics that I'm like the most nervous about. So that one did not go as well. I don't know if I'm ready to take this exam, but I am ready for it to be over. But yeah, I'm gonna eat breakfast real quick and then head over to campus and look over some like last minute stuff. And yeah, wish me luck. Okay, back from the exam. It went okay. Like I feel fine. So it was in the gym at LSE. So there was just like 400 like desks set up in the gym, and they had maybe like 10 different proctors, and there was this huge screen at the front of the gym with like the time on it. It literally felt like I was back in high school taking an AP exam. Like the whole time I was taking the exam, I was like, why does this feel like an AP exam? But as for the exam itself, it was fine. There were like 2 questions that I knew were gonna give me a hard time. There was one where it said to use like the formula for something, and it was like, how does the formula change when the sample size grows to infinity or something? But I could not for the life of me remember the formula. And so I saved it till the very end because I was like praying that it would like come back, but it just never did. So I ended up like writing something about like the law of large numbers or something, but like but the question like asked about the formula and I just did not know the formula, so I never referenced it. But hopefully I get like partial points. And then afterwards, me and my friends got lunch and we were debriefing the exam, and I realized that there were other questions that I also probably am only gonna get partial points for, but there were also a lot that like we all have the same answers. So I honestly like don't have a good guess on like what my grade will be, but I feel fine, honestly. Like I do think that like my studying paid off. So that's all well and good. So I can finally move on. But now I'm super excited because People We Meet on Vacation came out today, and now that I'm done with the exam, I can watch it without feeling guilty about like not studying. So if you watched my Every Book I Read in 2025 video, I talked about this on there too, but I read People We Meet on Vacation for the first time in like 2021, and then I reread it a few weeks ago to prep for the movie coming out. But I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to this movie coming out for like actually so long. Like the trailers look great and everything. So I'm super excited. So I'm gonna watch it now. I'm literally in bed in my pajamas. It is 4 p.m. but I'm like excited to just like rest.
You take vacation. I literally love all of this.
Yeah. Oh, I bet you love everything.
Yeah. No, it's not true. That's where I belong.
I'm literally crying.
You're not a big.
I finished the movie. It was so cute. Like, oh, I just love a cute little rom-com. Definitely recommend. There were like a decent amount of changes from the book, which usually really bothers me. Obviously the book like is a lot deeper, and like there's so much more that happens in the book that happens in the movie, obviously just because of like they have to cut stuff out. So I would definitely recommend the book as well. It is now 6:30 and I don't really have anything else planned. I think I'm just gonna like order food and probably start editing this video, honestly, and edit the footage I have so far. And then tomorrow I need to start studying for my next exam. Oh, and I have to go to the Apple store. I forgot about that. Because my iPad still doesn't work. it's been a couple days. It is now Wednesday, so my exam is tomorrow. And I haven't really filmed because I haven't really been doing much other than like studying. But I realized I never gave an update about the iPad situation, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Basically, as you guys saw, I took it to the Apple store and they determined that my battery was just damaged because they tried like a bunch of different methods to charge it, including like trying to like wirelessly charge it with a Magic Keyboard, but like nothing was working. So they told me that like my only option at that point was to trade it in. But while I was discussing with the sales associate about like what that would look like, and she was like ringing up like the cost and everything, my iPad ended up like fully dying. And then they told me that they couldn't trade it in if it wasn't on. So then the employee spent like the next like 30-40 minutes like trying to get my iPad to turn back on so that I could like complete the trade-in process, but like nothing they did worked. So now if I want to get a new iPad, I have to pay full price, which is kind of annoying. And the other thing is it's so much more expensive to buy the iPad here because for whatever reason, Apple products are the same numeric price in dollars as they are in pounds. So the iPad is $999 if I buy it at home, but if I buy it here, I would have to spend almost like $1,400. So that's kind of ridiculous, but I already have like a flight booked to go home at the end of February for reading week. So it's only like a month and a half away. So I think I'm just gonna wait and then get a new iPad when I go home. I'm not even upset, I'm just confused because it's not like I dropped it or I spilled something and that like caused it to be damaged. Like I don't know what I did. I was literally just at the library using it completely normal, like you guys saw the clips, and then I come home and then it no longer wants to charge. Like I just don't understand. And also I got this iPad at the start of freshman year, so it's only been like 2 years and a couple months. I feel like it's not old enough to be acting up like this. I don't know. Anyways, back to this exam that's tomorrow. So this is for my economics and public policy class. So compared to econometrics, I'm feeling a lot better about this because this class is mainly just like basic microeconomic theory that we then are like applying to different public policy scenarios. So content-wise, it's stuff that I'm like already a lot more familiar with, but I don't want to be too like confident going into this exam, but I'm a lot less stressed about this than I was with metrics, but I'm just ready for it to be over. Like I'm so over it. All right, so I am back from the exam and I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of rough. It was kind of rough. I honestly like don't know what I'm gonna get on that. I don't think there was a single question that I got like all the points for, but I was talking to one of my friends and we were comparing answers a little, and we were both really unsure about this one question, but we did the same thing, but we both don't think it's right. But I don't know. I feel a lot better about econometrics than I did this, which is like, because this is supposed to be the easier class. But anyways, it's over and I'm not gonna get my grade back for like another like 2 or 3 months. So by that point, I'll have forgotten all about this. After my exam, I went to a bookstore near campus to get a book as a little reward for being done with finals. So the book I picked out is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. This is an Iliad retelling and it follows like the love story of Achilles and Patroclus. This book is huge, like it's so beloved, but I've never read it. But I've been getting back into my Greek mythology phase because of season 2 of Percy Jackson coming out. I'm excited to read this because like I've literally only heard good things. Maybe it'll be featured in like a reading vlog or something. But yeah, I'm so glad to be done with finals. I think I'm gonna end this vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.